Hello again, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well. Okay, so back in Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we're halfway through a job at the moment, but I forgot to show my stats on the last one. So in total, we've driven 19,619 miles on this series, so that's pretty good. Okay, so we're off to Wick, and we are on the island already, so I got on the ferry, and that's recovered some of our energy, and I did say that I was going to get the couple of question marks here, but I'm not. I've changed my mind. I'm not going to do that in this episode. We're just going to go and try and get this delivery done. Was I meant to go that way? No, maybe not. But we do need to drive to the other port. Yeah, I was meant to go that way, wasn't I? Oh, maybe we can get out here. Yeah, this is what I meant about the psychic thing. Oh yeah, we can get out this way, that'll be alright. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, signage isn't always in a lorry driver's favour, and obviously if you're in a car, the same. But in a car you can just pull up at the side of a road. There's a lot more places that you can yeah, come to a stop and cheers mate. Oh no. We're ramming that police car. Thank you. So that's very expensive coffee in the UK. I didn't realise how expensive it was until I had to buy it myself. Right. Cheers, mate.
Get ready to turn left.
Yeah, it was actually quite embarrassing. I went out just to get a couple of bits for the flat, and my goodness, I got to the till and I literally just had a couple of bits, including one of them coffees, and she scanned it through and she said, oh, that's 28 quid or something ridiculous. And I kind of laughed. I said, pardon? And she said it again, and I looked down and I thought, you must have scanned something 15 times. And yeah, I didn't make a big deal of it or anything, but I thought I'll grab the receipt and then, yeah, worst comes to the worst, I'll just go to customer services and just say that I've been charged twice for this, but no, it's genuine. Why have you got your hazard lights on, mate? Are you going to do something weird in front of me? Almost stalled it then. I was having a look at trucks as well before I started recording, so I was quickly drinking my coffee, and yeah, I was looking at trucks just thinking I'm not going to be able to upgrade this to the heavy haulage one because unfortunately it's not available on this model, which is a shame. Come on people, I'm recording. I don't want to keep messing around with traffic, got a bit of a phobia of it now. Slow and steady, Johnny, slow and steady. Now I don't know what's going on there. I haven't caused that, I'm sure of it. That was just us bouncing off the curb. Ready for it again. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Get ready to turn left.
Oh, so we got one of the question marks anyway. G-Wagon.
Turn left.
Nice. I like it a lot. I do that in real life. And then the people behind, you just see them waving their arms around. Because it's someone driving along thinking about others, and they're not used to doing that. Yeah, there's a lot of decency kind of lost. Definitely. Right, and then to Scotland. Oh, we've overshot. It's back a little bit. That should do it. There we go. Okay. Right, rest of the way. So yeah, that ferry obviously cost quite a lot of money, but where we were on it so long, when we got to our final destination, obviously we got some of the money from the girls, so that's all good. And my goodness, imagine having 167 grand in the bank, Jesus. I'll be in the UK for about 3 more minutes. Okay. My YouTube channel will carry on though. I'd definitely just do this forever at that point and try and do lots of like charity events.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Right. Yeah, so we're back in Scotland now. Nice. And so in real life, when they're flashing like this, that does actually mean that it's about to close. There's usually no lights on them, apart from like street lights near them. Well, that's in England. Sorry, mate, I've got to drive the full beam on. That's in England, and I've worked on the railway, remember, so I can assure you I know what I'm talking about. But on here, the lights always seem to be flashing, which is odd. And then when a train is coming, there's a red light flashing as well, so it'll be the ambers and the red. I know, mate, I know. People moan. I turn them off. But yeah, like a commenter said, you've just got to pretend that people are really appreciating your driving, and they're flashing to let you know how good you are. That was excellent. Right, so 1 hour and 17 away. Nice. I know. Yeah, so seeing as Molly's still driving around in an old Renault, what I was thinking about doing was buying a brand new Renault. I know. Buying a brand new Renault, doing it up, driving it for a few episodes, and then, yeah, giving it to Molly, because obviously she's our original, and she's probably earned the most money out of all of them. And it means that I get a new toy for a few episodes. So Hank has just been fired. No, I'm only joking. Yeah, 1411. That's what I meant, like the other episode when I was saying about them being desperate to find a return journey. So even if it just makes them £1, it means that it's not a loss. So yeah, you rarely come back all the way empty. But it did happen a few times, and I did feel sorry for the company, so I was just told to, yeah, take a kind of slow journey back. So I'd do 50, because obviously that's better for fuel economy. I'd do 50, and then if I got a call, I'd be yeah, kind of further away. And they always used to be watching me on sat nav anyway. You could see all of the vehicles they had, including the vans, on a screen, so they'd know exactly where we were and whether we had a load on or not. But yeah, that's what I mean. If the staff treat you, like if the management treat you well, you do everything you can to help the business. but I've worked in places, not like just the second job, but all different sorts of jobs and sectors, and you really do notice it. Like when the management are crap, the motivation from the staff is just gone, absolutely gone. And insecurity, like, that was terrible. So I ended up starting my own company and stealing some of their contracts. I just undercut them because I knew so much about the sites and everything that, yeah. Yes, so the handling does seem a little bit off all of a sudden. Because I think that's the third episode in a row that I've been up on just the side wheels. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Oh no, my Discord's going mad. Oh, and if you can hear that, that's brand loyalty for Makita. Oh.
Recomputing.
Oh, distractions. Yeah, so I've got Makita tools, and when it's finished charging the battery, it gives you a little alert so that you don't waste too much time or energy. And that's just finished charging. Got a car battery on charge, Makita 18-volt batteries, it's all go. So this is actually ridiculous what I'm doing now, but this is safer than reversing into traffic, isn't it? So, yeah. Please excuse my terrible driving. Just everything going off at once. Yeah, I used to be Ryobi with tools when I was skint, and then because I was using them for work, I spent, yeah, a couple of weeks' wages on Makita tools, and my goodness, the difference. It's astronomical. But you don't really need it. You don't need it if you're just a regular DIY person.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay. Right, so at this point I would jump out and see where we're actually delivering it. Because I wouldn't want to just be driving around in this. Right, let's see whether I can see it from here. Yes, up the top there. So we need to go right. And hopefully that will take us up and around. If I do that. Almost stalled. So we've got our beacons on now. Are we stuck on something? No. What's occurring? Why can't I move? What is going on? Are we wheel spinning? Okay, diff lock. I've no idea what's happening. I think we're on an invisible wall. Oh no. Right, I'm going to pop you on pause and I'm going to deal with this. But I'm quite sure that we're not actually... Oh, we've possibly grounded. But we shouldn't have. Anyway, right, let me go and sort this out. I'll be back momentarily. Oh look, it's typical. We had grounded. One of our legs was on the ground. Okay, right, hazard lights off because that's annoying me. And we'll swing out here a little bit. And we should be good to go. I'm going to leave diff lock on just for a moment. Right, now turn it off. And where do I go now? Down here? think it's going to be up that bit. Yeah, so one of our legs had sunk into the ground. Okay. Oh, we got there eventually. Is that going to line up? Almost. That'll do. Right. Back into that view. Okay. Well, that was a drama, wasn't it? Done. Okay. Right. Current company job offers, and where are these going? Aberdeen, perfect. So that's one of the places that I wanted to go. Excellent. So let's get that loaded up. Didn't even see what it was. Oh, one of these again. Okay. Right. And brake off. We'll leave the full beam on. And I'm pretty sure we can just drive straight down here now. Yeah, we are actually going out there. Okay. And them off, and beacons. Okay. Off-road. Concentrate, Jolly. Yeah, so we'll go Aberdeen, and then we'll try and go up to that other place as well, which I can't remember what it was called. And let's try driving on the correct side of the road. Yep, no worries, Sky.
Turn right.
Oh, you're letting us go. Cheers, buddy. Take the front of his van out. Nice. Right, so 5 hours. Yeah, so we won't quite make it in this episode, but we'll get close. Oh. Yeah, so obviously, even on the motorway, you're limited to 50 miles an hour in Scotland, and the amount of times I used to forget you'd be on the motorway going along at 56, thinking, God, lorries are driving so slow. Because obviously lots of lorries are restricted to 50, and yeah, it can be quite annoying being stuck behind them. But it's better for the environment. Yeah, I read the percentage before on, like, the percentage of emissions saved, and it's huge. And for only 6 miles an hour, I'm surprised nearly all companies don't do it. Everyone loves Jolly's driving, but even getting flashed by coaches, congratulated by them. Right, fuel station. Yep. You going here?
Finding a new route.
Okay. the fuel does change price per country as well. But obviously, yeah, where we're doing all right, it makes no difference really where we fuel up. Okay, so we'll let him go. He was here first. Nope, still got the engine brake on. So, yeah, something really funny happened once. So there's some services on the M20 in Kent, and yeah, when you fuel up there, when you start going forward, you have to do a left-right angle kind of thing, and then a right-right angle, so almost a 90-degree turn. And I started up, and
At the roundabout,
like I'd fueled up, ready to go, all properly ready to go. And yeah, the lorry next to me basically just raced away, and then he was messing about in front of me and just driving straight. He was obviously doing something, and I thought, like, you raced me out of the, like, away from the pumps, and now you're just messing around in front of me. So I bibbed a couple of times, and he slammed on his brakes, and yeah, but I had room to get round, and where he brought his truck to a stop, I thought, sod it, I'm just going round him. And as I was going round, the driver's door opened, and he jumped out and had spilt coffee all down him. And there was still steam as well, and I thought, yep, just be prepared to drive, don't race someone away from pumps, because he did it on purpose, and then he would have just been delaying me. And it goes straight down onto the motorway anyway, so it made no difference whatsoever. But yeah, he was fuming, but I just drove past laughing. Yeah, with his wet crutch on show. Sodom. Yeah, and once I was pulling up in a motorway services, and yeah, there was one space left, and there was no one waiting for it. Like, I'd never jump the queue. I think that's disgusting when people do that. But yeah, just as I was pulling in, a lorry was pulling out, so I backed into it, and yeah, as I was backing in, a lorry pulled up right in front of me, like just in front of the windscreen, and he was shouting something, but I couldn't understand because he wasn't speaking English. He was shouting something, then all of a sudden he threw not a drink over me, but well, over the truck. Yeah, it wasn't a drink, and my goodness, he needed to drink more water, let's put it that way. But I just put my hands up and I thought, yeah, like, I haven't cut in front of anyone.
Exit now.
But yeah, finished parking and then just sat there, but it driven off. So yeah, quick windscreen wiper, done. Yeah, he really took it to heart. Right, here we go. Yeah, so I don't know why it's saying 60. Because obviously this would be 50. Oh, maybe I have got it on car speed limits. That countryside lorry that I just glanced at, they do all sorts, I think. Nice big services there. Why is my cruise control not working? There we go. Yeah, I think they even do like bin lorries now. Right, that's really glaring, so I'm gonna have to turn them off for a moment. That should be better. Okay, so 25 minutes. We'll just do what we can. 2 in the morning. Yeah, so I do need to turn the traffic down because this is too much. I might try another mod soon that makes it realistic. I'm sure they would have been updated by now. And that yellow thing, for anyone, I think they've got them in Europe, but for anyone who doesn't know what that is, so average speed check is lots of cameras like that, and then number plate recognition. So when you first pass one, it'll register your number plate, and then the next one will register it again, and they'll work out your average speed from point to point. And if you've gone over, you get points on your license.
Get
And
ready to turn left.
I worked somewhere years ago, and there was some roadworks going on for years, and someone had just passed his driving license and got a job there. It was his first job, well, his first proper job, and in a week he lost his license because he didn't realise that's how they work. So he was slowing down for the cameras,
Get ready to turn
so that he went through them at, it was 50, he went through them at 50 and then putting his foot down. And yeah, so one day he just didn't turn up, and I thought that was odd because he usually, like, yeah, was quite reliable. Yeah, go on, mate. Usually quite reliable. And then yeah, I phoned him thinking that maybe there'd been a car crash or something, and he said, yeah, I can't work there anymore, I've lost my license. And I said, oh Jesus, how did you do that? And he told me, and yeah, obviously he got 3 points or whatever every time he sped. But where he was speeding all week, it mounted up to loads, and on the way home as well, full. But yeah, lots of people were getting caught like that. Lots of people just thought it was a static speed camera, but it's worked out over miles. Starry night. And they've got that system for a few villages now as well, which is good. Because the village that I grew up in, like, so many people used to bomb through it, and it was ridiculous. So dangerous. Right, what's that in the sky? What's going on there? Is it... I think it's reflections off of our sun visor there. It doesn't look too nice, does it? Right. So that's the truck doing it itself, and as you probably saw there, when the brakes came on, so the engine brake, the lights do come on, and I checked that in my lorry as well, that when it was using adaptive, usually it didn't actually require the brakes because it just slowed down, yeah, predicting that it was going to close the gap on the vehicle in front. But if it did need to use the brakes, yeah, the brake lights did used to come on. No, sorry, the engine brake. If it had to use the engine brake, the brake lights would come on. Okay, so off cruise control now, because I'm up to a roundabout.
At the roundabout, take the second...
I am going to try and go round it with the cruise control on, just to see what happens. Okay, oh my goodness, it's backed out now, isn't it?
Exit now.
Okay. Yeah, it really didn't like that. Yeah, so that was cruise control until I changed gear, so until my foot went on the clutch, that was cruise control. And I think what I'll do, the next lorry that I buy, so I said about it earlier, when I buy a lorry for Molly, I am going to drive it automatic, and yeah, and then we can make proper use of the adaptive cruise control. That'll be excellent. Give myself a break. And obviously in a modern lorry it would be automatic as well. I doubt they sell many manuals anymore, as autos are so much better than they used to be. And it's the maintenance cost as well. Maintenance cost is much, much lower apparently. As clutches wear out, especially when it's not your own vehicle. Well done, Martina. So that's our newest member of staff, I think.
Continue straight on.
Don't pull out, please. Please don't pull out. So I had a learner driver pull out in front of me once, and I was empty, luckily. But I was driving along, and obviously you've always got to be prepared. So you kind of put your foot over the brake pedal, just hovering. And yeah, I saw that there was 2 people in, and I thought, great, like the instructor will be on this. And then all of a sudden it just started pulling out, and it was a full emergency stop that I had to do. I had to bring it to a complete stop, and it was noisy, stuff in the cab was shifting, and yeah, like screeched up behind it. Obviously I didn't hit it, had nowhere to go on the other side either. I couldn't swerve around it, and yeah, the instructor would have had dual controls because it was all sign written, and just didn't do anything, just let them pull out. My goodness, would have killed them both. And a school bus once, that was just in a car. A school bus, a little transit tornado or whatever they're called, that had the school's name up the side of it. I was driving along and doing the speed limit, driving safely, and then all of a sudden this van just pulled out of a junction, and I don't know how I didn't hit it, but it was on dash camera. So yeah, I bibbed and kind of shook my head, and because I could see all the kids sitting there. I was really angry about it because obviously I would have really hurt people. But yeah, I phoned the school, and it was a private school, and they tried to fob me off. And I said, well, what I'll do then, I'll go on your Twitter and post the video. And then all of a sudden they said that they were going to investigate the matter, and I posted them the video, and then yeah, I got an apology. But it's not quite enough, is it? Not when someone's driving your kids around. Right, here we go. That would have been such bad advertising for them though if all the parents saw that. Right, I think we're going off here. Oh no. Donk. Jolly needs a break. Where's all that traffic come from? We're doing him.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Bugger it. Is it a roundabout? Nope.
Turn left.
Volvo. Oh god, that's even worse. It was a Scania. That would have completely destroyed my chance, wouldn't it? Went for a red light as well. Yeah, Johnny needs a break. What I thought I'd do is rush to try and get this one done in this episode so people see the manoeuvring. Right, so this is Aberdeen then.
Continue straight on.
Bombing through it. Yeah, Aberdeen was nice. You drive straight through the heart of it. Or you used to anyway. I think they were building a bypass. But yeah, you drive straight through the heart of it. And coming out the other side, it was all really clean and well kept and everything. But it was weird to drive straight through the heart of it. I was thinking I've obviously gone the wrong way the first time it happened. Right, here we go. Right, so we'll get this done, and then we'll end the episode there. Yeah, I try and get at least one manoeuvre in every episode. That's why I haven't upgraded the long distance skill. Wonky. Okay. Right. So let's get this unloaded. And we're not going to choose another job. Not just yet. Right, so let's jump back in the cab. Yeah, so that does bring us to the end of this one. So thanks for joining me, everyone. I do really appreciate each and every view. And if you've liked this, please feel free to join me in the next one. So, cheers everyone, and bye for now.
Platform 17 for the 1832 South Central service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Aldcombe, Haywards Heath, Wimblesfield, Burgess Hill,